So I'm here at the Masters of Medicine conference with the eminent Sir John Hall, who has just been honored with the very prestigious specialty of the Trailblazer Award. It's one of those awards given to physicians who have really excelled in their area of expertise. Dr. John Hall, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind remarks. This is a very humbling and privileged moment in my life, and I want to thank the HIC group, Professor Ernest Madden and his colleagues, for thinking of me of being worthy of this award.
As I sat there listening to your accomplishments being read, and I was just absolutely amazed and I'm sure that was a shortened version. I was just so impressed with what I was hearing. What were you thinking as you sat there listening?
This was a well-organized meeting, and to have singled me out for an award was, as I said earlier, a very humbling and privileged moment in my career. I greatly appreciate it, and it indicates to me that the vision I've been pursuing from the KPH days has been bearing some fruit.
Of the amount of years that you've been practicing, I think, how many years has it been?
68.
68 years. Oh, that's really something to be admired.
Well, I graduated very young, and people want me to continue working. But as my sons say, and I agree with them, it would be absolutely obscene for me to continue working.
You graduated when you were 24, is that right?
Indeed.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Of all the accomplishments that you have racked up over the years, and this is going to be a very tough question for you, when you, in retrospect, which have been the ones that you've been proudest of?
Of my accomplishments medically?
Yes, I told you it was going to be a tough question.
Well, there are some outstanding things. My research on ganja at the KPH, in my little clinic there, unfunded, unsolicited, but prompted by the requests of parents who were concerned about their sons' significant falling out of academic performance in the surrounding schools. You know, KPH is near to George's, KC, Wolmer's, and parents came to me to say, well, Bobby isn't doing well all of a sudden. What is the background to this? And so I got into the whole business of ganja use among adolescent boys, and with the collaboration of the police at Denham Town, I was able to get a magnificent chillum pipe, which I still have in my library, excellent ganja supplies, and of course volunteers for the experiment. I got 30-odd people, and from that work in that primitive setting in a ghetto hospital, I was able to establish several things about their brainwave studies, and most significantly, the rapid drop in the blood sugar level within 30 minutes of using a 25-gram full of ganja in a chillum pipe.
And this was back in
Way back, 69.
1969. Fast forward with me to the 21st century, and now it has come into prominence. What are your thoughts now?
Well, this hypoglycemia, or drop in the blood sugar, remained neglected for years. If I were in the right place, I might even have been nominated for some prestigious international prize. But you know what life is like. It has remained neglected until more recently. The Israelis have been researching the chemicals in ganja to see what it is that causes this hypoglycemia, this drop in the blood sugar, and whether any particular chemical in it can be found of efficacy and use in the treatment of diabetes, which you know is a global public health problem,
Yes.
as was mentioned earlier this morning.
Dr. John, you're now retired, and you look like you're a man who still has a lot of medical, zeal left in you. Is there anything at this point that you would like to accomplish, even in retirement?
Yes, I want to accomplish enjoyment of my retirement. I want to be able to enjoy my home and family a little more. They have sacrificed so much to allow me to practice and to write and to record, for instance, my journey to KPH over the middle of the century in my book called Clinical Embrace, a mid-century journey to KPH. But patients want me to continue working, and a lot of my colleagues. But as I tell people, my sons say, and I agree, it would be obscene for me to continue working.
Well, on behalf of Jamaicans everywhere, and of course, I'd like to say thank you to your family and to you for the excellent health care that you have given us over the years, and may you continue to enjoy your dream of retirement. It's really been a pleasure, and congratulations once again on your Trailblazer Award through the Heart Institute of Jamaica.
Yes. As I said earlier, it's a very humbling and privileged moment in my career, and I want to thank Professor Ernest Madu and his team for considering me as worthy of this award. Thank you ever so much.
The eminent physician, Dr. John Hall, the recipient of this year's 2020 Masters of Medicine Trailblazer Award.